Jarrad here from Investors Edge Real Estate. Now, if you're a property investor in Perth, you would know that over the last 3 years, we've had a big drop in rental prices. The average rent has gone from $470 a week, now down to $350. That's around a 25% drop, and it seriously hurts the hip pocket. Good news is that vacancy rates over the last 6 months have dropped from 7.8%, which is a huge amount and one of the highest levels in Australia. So many properties on the market vacant, and it was taking a long time to find tenants. That's now dropped down to 2.7% at the latest figures, and when we're under 3%, that's traditionally where we see pressure on rental prices and the rental prices coming back up. So already we're increasing rents on when they come up for renewal with our existing tenants, and we're leasing properties a lot quicker, with typically in 1 to 2 weeks, and often we're getting an extra $10 or $20 over what is being advertised. Now, this is obviously area dependent. Some areas are super hot at the moment, other areas are still a little cool, but in general, we're seeing prices stay the same, if not increase. So, what am I predicting for the rest of this year? If Labor gets elected and makes changes to negative gearing, and it's looking like Labor could be quite a shoo-in after all the troubles that the Liberals have had, that changes to negative gearing would stop a lot of investors coming into the market for a while, and it would also see a lot of investors that are highly negatively geared try to get out of the market. Those two factors would further reduce the number of rental properties and make a tighter supply and even more pressure on upward increase in rental prices. So at the moment, you'd also know that financing is really difficult. The banks are going through their Royal Commission, they've tightened up their lending, they've made it very difficult for people to get loans. Now what's that meant is that tenants have to rent for longer, so there's more tenants needing to rent, as well as investors are struggling to get loans, so there's no longer as many new investment properties coming onto the market. What's that meant has put a lot of pressure on rental prices, as well as our population is starting to increase again. Jobs and the economy are really looking up, so we're starting to get a bit of a positive increase in population growth, and that's only going to further add to rental pressure. Because what do they do when they first come to the state? You're right, most of them choose to rent until they work out which area is for them. So all of that, I'm thinking, is going to lead to at least a 5% increase in rental prices, and could be as much as 10. So that would be $15 to $35 on the average property across Perth. Stay tuned for my monthly updates, and I'll be telling you as I see it as we go.